you know what, that guy wasn't even really trained to be a biz guy. He was just out there, you know, doing his thing. We didn't actually give him any conflict resolution training yet. That's coming up next month. So it's good to know that they send people out on the street with minimal training and no ability to deal with situations like that. That's really great. Oh, actually, I forgot to say what happened. So the biz worker charged him, tackled him, shoved him against the wall. There was a bit of a struggle for a while, slammed him against the wall again, then spun around, picked him up, and drove him headfirst into the sidewalk. And put his entire weight on him, probably breaking a few ribs in the process. When they finally lift him up, when backup arrived, he had just a shroud of blood covering his entire face. And then they eventually cuffed him and put him in the back of one of their downtown outreach vans, or whatever they call them. Bullshit! Bullshit indeed. And then I called the police to complain about the biz guy, because I really didn't know what else to do. And they told me that citizens are often poor judges of what constitutes assault. And so I should just let the biz handle it, because they know best. They're going to handle it internally. I'm just a citizen. I don't know what assault looks like. So apparently driving someone headfirst into the sidewalk isn't assault, according to the police. Good to know. So a while later, after a cop watching meeting, I saw a biz worker accosting someone who was trying to sleep in a bus shelter, and I sort of got in a conversation with him, and he was aware of the incident that I witnessed, and said, yeah, everybody knew about that guy, and oh, don't worry, he got fired. Eventually, even though I saw him out on the street in uniform like a month later during the summer. This guy sort of told me that there's all kinds of problems with the biz, that sometimes when people are volunteering, they're like bragging about being drug dealers, and there's really no training process and no screening process. I'm like, hey, you're an internal guy at the biz, the media might listen to you, you know, if you got some authority on this. And he said, you know what, I'd like to, but I don't want to hurt my chances of becoming a police officer in a few years. So that's the kind of guys that are ending up in the police, people who don't even want to scam on their fellow biz workers for beating people up, and aren't willing to talk about the systemic problems with the biz. Those are the kind of people that end up being in the police, and we wonder why we have the problems we do. So I contacted the biz and was fed platitudes. I contacted the police and was bullied and given misinformation. They told me to talk to Lyra initially about the biz, when Lyra really has nothing to do with the biz, and biz has no civilian oversight, no organization that looks into them except internally. Yeah. I contacted the Free Press, and they promised coverage of the story 3 times, and they never called me back, and they never published a thing. I contacted City Councilor Jenny Gerbacy, who sits on the board of directors of the Downtown BIZ, and nothing came of that. And today, the BIZ are still private police with 0 oversight and 0 accountability. So, we demand the creation of a civilian police oversight board that can handle complaints from the public about abuses of authority by the police and privatized pseudo-police forces like the BIZ. To finish off, I'd like to lead everybody in a chant. Goes, it's familiar with a little bit of a twist. No justice, no peace with private police. 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 Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. So we're going to head to the Remand Center next. We're going to just walk down the sidewalk and turn right down